happy to have you along. We are underway on Thursday night primetime. And his guys will get the football right at the 20-yard line.
Take over first and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
The fourth-round pick from April's draft. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. Second down coming up. You look at this Eagle defense. Into this game, they're ranked number 22 in the NFL against the pass, Charles.
And even though that's not the greatest ranking in the world, one thing you can say, they get after the quarterback. They're in the top 10 in the league in sacks.
From the 25, here's 2nd and 6. Dart going to give the Scannable. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26.
Sometimes you're aligned perfectly and the play comes to you, and sometimes you got to cover some ground to go make the plays we just saw there.
We saw a great example of perseverance right there on that play.
Got to be careful. They might want to throw one over his head as this game progresses.
To avoid an early 3-and-out here on 3rd and 4. Throwing, Dart. Oh, his first throw of the game going to be intercepted. Picked off by Reek Woolen. And they'll take over inside the 45 at the 44-yard line. They go play action with Hurts. Now a run here off the RPO. He'll keep it. Oh, and Hurts is going to be hit and taken down to the ground. If they have any thoughts of coming in here and getting this road victory, that's not the way to start it out on the first play of the game.
Yeah, one thing you always say when you go on the road, take the crowd out of the game. They actually brought the crowd into it by permitting that sack right out of the gate.
A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
They're bringing a lot of pressure here already in the first quarter. Already sacked him once. Now they get in there and knock another one away. You think maybe that tuck rule being gone makes defenses a lot bolder?
Yes, indeed. That time, lucky that the arm was going forward. Incomplete pass. Throwing his Hurts. That is caught. And they move this all the way down to the 9. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
That's good.
And the offense is saying to itself right now, only they were all this easy because he was wide open. And once he made the catch, plenty of room to work his way downfield. That was a breakdown on the defensive side of the ball, one that they want to fix immediately.
Only about a yard there as he takes it from the 9 to the 8.
Not a whole lot there on 1st and goal, and that's what you're looking for defensively. You'll certainly live with giving up just a yard or 2 in this situation.
Here's 2nd and goal, operating from the 8-yard line. Here's Hurts to throw. And this has caught. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Noah Gray, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Eagles use the early turnover to get on the board first here in this one.
You got to figure down by the goal line. This is where a tight end earns his money in the high traffic area. And he's able to work free in the middle of the end zone and grabs that one for a touchdown.
A good hold in these wet conditions. The point after is up and good. And that makes the score 7-0. Now after after the touchdown. Here's Elliott on to kick it away. And able to take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, wound up leading to a touchdown the other way. How do you approach drive number 2?
Going back to your game plan coming in, everyone has matchups that they like better than others, where they think they have an advantage. Dial up some of those plays. Try and go to those spots and get your offense moving.
Open man, that's Malik Neighbors. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. 24 yards to gain there. Another first down as well.
First and 10 at the 32-yard line.
It looks like they'll move things around here. To throw now, Dart. And he whips that one incomplete there. The Giants at a disappointing 1-4 as they start play. They were winners last time out, so they'll be looking here to make it 2 in a row.
And when you and I watched tape preparing for this, what we saw was a team that competed hard, and they played well in all 3 phases of the game. And I think if they can carry that over to this week, they've got a really good chance to emerge victorious yet again.
Working out of the gun is Dart. That's complete to his running back, Scatterby. And down to the 20 he'll go before heading out of bounds. Rookie quarterback, rookie running back. They team up there to pick up the first.
First and 10 at the 20-yard line.
Tag! 70 Lions! Tracking 60! 60 Maverick! 60 Maverick! Go!
Throwing his Dart. And this is incomplete.
Certainly looked like maybe his 3rd or his 4th read on his progression. Just trying to find his outlet man that time. Ends up leading him just a bit too much.
After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20.
Come on, set!
He finds his man Johnson. And the Giants are going to be set up with a first and goal here as the tackle made at the 9.
Giants, first down. First and goal at the 9-yard line.
First down, here's Scatterby. And he maneuvers his way down to the 3-yard line. They'll get 6 on the ground there, and it'll be 2nd and goal coming up.
It's largely been the air attack that's gotten them down here, but now's where you start to lean on that running game. That's a good pickup there on 1st and goal.
He'll try again. Pushing for the end zone, but he's not going to get there. They stop him just shy of the goal line. Call it a gain of a couple. The defense stiffening here. It's 3rd and goal.
Well, he did get a taste the previous week. He got into the end zone trying his best to get there in this game. So far, he's been denied.
On 3rd and short, going with their tight end. And he is in. Touchdown, New York. Isaiah Likely, his first touchdown on the year. And the Giants are an extra point away from drawing level. Extra point up and good by Sanders. And we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And they will wrangle it down a couple yards shy of the 30. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And they come into this one off the loss over the weekend, but you say if you're going to play a Thursday night game, this is the week to do it.
It certainly is, because you get right back out there. You don't have time to dwell on things. And look, your game plan is going to be a little more limited, but so is theirs. So that's when you just appeal to your top players. Guys, you make plays in this one, we out-execute them. We could walk away with a win.
The big play to start him out has him at the 45 already. Hurts. And he'll get this underneath, dropping it off for Barkley. And this will be good for a pickup of 9 to the 46. Charles, Thursday night game, I think a lot of teams probably say shrink the playbook somewhat. Is that correct?
I think you're right about that, because you just don't have the amount of time that you have in a normal week to put in a full playbook. So as you said, you shrink the playbook, pick out the plays that work best for you. You know what else you're looking for? Who are the freshest guys coming off the last game to play on a Thursday night? Guys have a little extra pep in their step. You go to them early and often.
Quick slant here to Smith. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Giants' 33. 13 yards as the quick slant keeps the drive moving.
A gain of 13 yards. First down, Eagles.
A first down carry for Barkley. And it'll be a minimum pickup here as it will take us to the end of the first quarter. These two teams all tied after one. Now 2nd and 9.
63.
Hurts sets up to throw it. Throw left side complete. That's Smith. Give him a gain of 5 on the completion. And that'll bring us to a 3rd and 4.
I think as he began this throw, you saw that the area was congested, but he has a lot of confidence in his arm, and he fits that one in there nicely. They pick up the catch. Not much yardage afterwards.
180.
Now back to throw. This one goes out wide for Barkley. And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. The Eagle passing game looking good on this drive. It's a first down.
And they'll use him out in the backfield, and sometimes quite a bit. They're just trying to get him touches any way they can. 4 catches a week ago. There's another one right there.
Great. Set. 180.
Play action. Here's Hurts. Rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked off by the former first-rounder Jimmy Ward. And the Giants are going to have it here at their own 9-yard line.
And as we've seen, points have been precious so far, and they just threw some away on that snap. And look, let's face it, as we advance further into this game, that play will be on the minds of everyone who's watching it. They wonder if this is the turning point. Is this the spot where those points are given away and could cost them a ball game?
And that one incomplete, but now a penalty flag coming in late. That might be PI. So the yellow flag came out, and that leads to a new set of downs for this offense. 1st and 10. They'll start on the ground with Scatteroo. And he still has yet to get on track in this first half as they're going to stop him behind the line. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the first half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
Dart going to look to throw here. And his throw here is going to be incomplete.
He'll definitely say that that's one he should have held on to. But when you're playing in elements like this, sometimes those bullet passes, those ones with a little bit of pace on them, they can be difficult to hold on to.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Looking to throw, Dart. There's a short one to the tight end, Johnson. And he's going to be stopped here a few yards short of the first as the tackle is made at the 33. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And that's going to bring up a 4th down. Here's Dart. That's to his running back, complete. And brought down, but not before he was able to break the tackle, and the extra effort moves the sticks. Well, we kind of looked at each other as they decided to go for it, but in the end, great execution, a 6-yard gain, and it all works out. But to throw once more, here's Dart. Firing quickly, but it's incomplete.
Well, we've seen him catch a few passes out of the backfield in the first half, unable to connect on that one.
Certainly seems like getting him the ball out of the passing game, though, is part of their game plan.
It certainly is, because he catches it well, creates a mismatch. You're going to cover him with a linebacker, a corner, a safety. They feel like he can win every battle.
Throwing from the gun here, Dart. And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively, and now it brings up 3rd down.
He did a fine job there of not hitting him before the ball arrived, and I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
The Giants on 3rd down, just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 10. The Giants going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 2nd quarter. Here comes the 7th play now of this drive as this is 3rd and 10. Now throwing again, here's Dart. And this is dropped. Oh, my goodness, there was no one around him, but he took his eye off it, and it falls incomplete.
Oh, I don't know if he's sensing contact to come or what, but that's a ball he'd love to have back. That could have gone for big yardage, but it just didn't want to stay in his hands. That's a tough break.
Here's Stout to punt as he boots this one away. And this will be covered up. Pretty good result. It'll be down at the 14-yard line.
At their own 14-yard line.
Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. And Charles, these early season in-division games are always interesting because you're still kind of figuring yourself out, but you want to know as much as you can about the opponent, especially when it's a division matchup. So I'm curious to see how the rest of this one plays out.
Yeah, that's a good point because they're still trying to work things out. They don't know everything about their own team, let alone trying to figure out their opponent. But you got to do both on the fly, don't you? While the game's being played, figure it out both ways and try and find a way to win.
It's caught on the right side of Smith. And Devontae going to pick up the Eagles' first down as he's got it up to the 28-yard line.
First and 10 at the 28-yard line.
Ready, set. Ready, Yeti.
Looking to throw. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Partner, what we're seeing so far is a defense that's certainly coordinated. Both levels doing their jobs in tandem. The back helping the front helping the back. The pressure got home on that last play and forced him to try and throw through contact and short of the sticks.
Up the middle with Barkley. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Calling no gain on the run there, and now they'll be looking at a third down. Right where this set of downs started, they need a full 10 here to pick up the first down and move the chains. That's laid out deep for Rice. And that's caught inside the 35. Second quarter action, 1:56 remaining. So they'll come up first and 10 now from the 33.
Great, set.
Barkley, inside handoff. And he'll do a nice job here just to fight his way back to the line of scrimmage. Now a second and 10.
No gain on the play. Second and 10 at the 32-yard line.
They're going to look to throw. And he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Saquon Barkley, 32 yards. And the Eagles have taken the lead. Getting your back involved, what's the importance there in the passing game?
Well, oftentimes you can create mismatches because who's going to cover, and you get him into space, which is where he likes to operate with the ball in his hands. Oftentimes makes people miss, gets that run after the catch, and off he goes.
And into the end zone. Elliott good with a PAT. And that makes the score 14-7.
Giants 7. Jake Elliott to kick off for Philadelphia.
Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. Oh, good return up past the 30. And he's all the way up across the 40 and down at the 42. Great return.
Any return that gets you to midfield is a great return. One first down, and you're almost in field goal position.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. After that last score we just saw, now 14-7, so a chance to... Oh, his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted. Picked off by Reek Willen. And a super return as he gets us all the way down inside the 25-yard line.
A tough adjustment to the NFL throughout his rookie season, and his problem with turnovers is only exacerbated by his early showing today. That's a couple for him here in this first half, and he's cleared the double-digit mark for the entire season.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Able to find Gray here. So 5 yards here, 5 on the play. And it's second down.
And let's face it, you can put any Halloween costume on him. You're not going to be able to disguise him because for a tight end of his size, difficult to sneak him anywhere, but that's what they tried to do. Lined up on his right, tried to work his way back to his left, but just a minimal gain as the defense was able to react quickly.
And an off-balance throw there, and it's going to wind up incomplete.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up, not that time. On third down, Barkley. It is going to be a yard short. Needed 4, but got 3. Now the Giants will use the second of their 3 timeouts as the clock will stop with 34 seconds to go before halftime. And no move to get the offense off the field. They'll stay put on 4th and 1. Going quickly out to the right side. And he will have the first down inside the 10 to the 9-yard line. Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts. So as they talk it over, we step aside. They'll try and run forward Barkley. They'll get this halfway home from the 8 to the 4 on a gain of 4. Second and goal from inside the 5.
Brings up second and goal.
Throwing from the gun, it's Hurts. And it's caught. And he gets halfway there from the 4 to the 2 on a gain of 2. Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the first half. So 3 seconds here remain in the half on as the field goal unit to see about getting 3 points. The kick by Elliott is good. And that will do it for this first half.
17. Giants 7.
Forecast calling for more of the same. The rain set to continue as we are underway in the second half. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25.
Eagles take over first and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
The city just made it sweet with the diabetic. They mouth get full of deceit. Let these cowards tell it. Walk down New Orleans with the educated LA yelling.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And Charles, they've got the lead. Put your coaching hat on here now. What's the game plan for the second half?
I think getting the running game going a little bit more because I thought the first half they didn't get it moving the way that they would like. They had success throwing it, but I think these first couple of drives, they'll want to get those running backs going and give them more opportunities, and I will guarantee you that those guys were lobbying for them in the locker room at halftime.
Throwing on second down. Hurts. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's third down. Not his best throw there, but where we sit right now in the third quarter, he's had a pretty good game throwing the football.
He certainly has, and it's not exactly the point where we're doing 4-minute offense yet, but they've got to think about, I'm not going to say milking the clock, but understanding clock management here on out.
On third down, he'll drop to throw. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And fourth down now coming up. The Eagles send out their punter now. And the way this offense has moved the ball, he hasn't been needed till here in the third. This is away and a very good kick angled for the sidelines.
The Giants take over first and 10 at their own 18-yard line.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And their defense did its job by forcing the punt to start things out. And now, Charles, can the offense get in gear?
I think, partner, you can sense them saying, okay, the first half was theirs, but now let's get the momentum back on our side. We forced a punt. Now let's go downfield and score. If we do that, we'll be set up well for this second half.
An inside run to Scatterwood. Looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. They have 3 yards on first down, just 1 yard there.
Well, they still have time to get him established, but in my estimation, they've got to pick up the urgency here. They've got to get quickly in and out of the huddle and run off a bunch more plays.
To the air, Dart. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. It's a gain of 11 and a Giant first down.
Well, a lot of times when you get a manageable third down situation like this, you have to think about your tight end, and he comes through for him, picking up the first down.
Throwing his Dart. That's to the sideline and incomplete. What a difference a week makes. Last week he hit on over 80% of his passes. This week he's down under 50%. What do you see as the difference?
Well, I think we're used to seeing a drop. If someone's over 80%, they're not going to hold that number, not in this league. But a drop under 50%, that just tells me that the defense has spent a lot of extra time on game films and came up with a really good plan to try and chip away at his timing.
Dart. Over the middle, taken in by Neighbors. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a third down.
It's a gain of 4. Brings up 3rd and 6.
They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains. Throwing again is Dart. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And they're able to work this to the 25 before it's all said and done. That's a gain of nearly 40 yards on 3rd and medium to pick up the first.
There's no doubt in my mind that not many guys in this league have had the impact that he's had here in the first half of the season. He's been a big play guy from the word go and continues to be one with another one right there.
He'll dump this off to Scatterwood. It'll be a gain of just a yard, and that'll bring up 2nd down.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. You're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
Here's Dart. Caught along the left side by Hyatt. So he stopped for no gain. And that's going to set up a tough 3rd and 9. Now the old pass completion for no gain, not something you want to call up out of the playbook too often.
Yeah, most offensive coordinators don't have that on their play sheet, so they've got to go back and scramble after this one. But right now, with what they're telling receivers about making sure you take care of the ball in open field, sometimes the fighting for extra yardage doesn't come as a result. That and good tackling could lead to no yards gained.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. To the air again, Dart. And he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's 4th down.
Well, how about the coverage we just saw him break out on 3rd down? Dime defense, blanketed the field with extra defensive backs and speed, unable to find an open hole to complete that pass.
The kick by Sanders is good. So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well, and kudos to you. You didn't jinx him.
Oh, good-looking return set up here. And a good effort on the return there. Gets him across the 30, up to the 33. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. No points last time out. They were forced to punt, if you remember, but no time to dwell on that. They've still got the lead here and a chance to add to that here. 1st and 10 as this new drive starts. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
I think it's pretty evident. We can say what a difference a week makes. Last week, he ran pretty much wild, didn't he? Did pretty much what he wanted to do. But this one, they stopped him cold. That, to me, that's good scouting and even better execution.
Yeah, and they stopped him behind the line right there. They obviously watched the tape a few times and made some adjustments. A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. From the gun, it's Hurts. His throw incomplete.
A lot of times it's that first read that you have. Maybe you get it in pre-snap, and he locked in on his target, but he was covered quite well, and that one's incomplete.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down.
180.
Here's Hurts to throw. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
And that's a really good job there defensively. They went into this possession knowing that they needed to get a stop. They're in a tight ball game, and they got it done. Great work to force the 3 and out. Got the football right back for their offense. They've got to go to the sidelines feeling pretty good about themselves and encouraging their offensive mates to get some points.
Yeah, he was looking for the check-up bounce, didn't get it. That scoots all the way into the end zone now for a touchback. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And after the field goal last time, let's see what they can get here. At least they got points out of the last drive, Charles.
I never met an offensive coach that didn't want to drive to end with a kick. Most of them want to end with a PAT, right? In this case, a field goal, they'll take it. Way better than the alternative, which is a punt.
Yeah, but you met fan bases that wanted that weren't happy with that field goal.
I haven't met a fan base yet that wants to drive to end with a kick, other than the extra point. That's it.
Looking at a 2nd and 11 now after the loss. To throw, Dart. Here's Johnson with a reception. And they work this well upfield across the 45.
7 yards. And the Giants first down. 1st and 10 at the 46.
From the shotgun, a throw for Dart. Now he'll tuck this and run. And he'll toss this one incomplete. Seeing no options, he throws it away.
Well, defensively, they haven't let him just sit in the pocket and get comfortable. And that's opposite a lot of game plans in today's NFL. Ordinarily, you're trying to keep the quarterback hemmed in. In this case, they brought the heat, and if he flushes out, they're fine with that, and they force another incompletion.
Working out of the gun is Dart. Now he's going to step up and run. And he'll go down inside the 45 before going out of bounds. The improv act there, good for 9, and now they'll be looking at a 3rd and short, 3rd and 1.
I did like his decision-making there to make sure they picked up something instead of forcing a throw. Now they've got more manageable play coming up to try and pick up the first down, and don't rule out the possibility that he just keeps it and runs again.
Fourth quarter coming up here on Thursday Night Primetime. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. The Giants on third down. 3 for 7 so far in this game. They're up against a 3rd-and-1 situation.
They'll go play action here with Dart.
Pressure comes, and down he goes. The Eagles get there for the sack. It'll go in the books as a sack and a loss of a yard. But more importantly, it leads to 4th down. They'll go. Here's Dart. And they hit him as he throws, as this one's going to go straight down to the turf. Incomplete. The Giants go on 4th, but come up empty. And it'll be a turnover on downs. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. Their defense forced the turnover on downs. They've got the lead. They're in good shape, but can't go into a shell here, right? Still got to be careful.
Yeah, because they're still a long way away from kneel down time. So they've got to work on getting first downs, keep the sticks moving, right? Keep the clock going. And above all, ball security. Don't turn it over.
First down yardage on the first play of the drive, 14 yards.
A gain of 14. First down, Philadelphia.
How you Hornet? 73! 73!
Hurts sets up to throw it. Past the 20. 5. And he'll take it into the end zone for an Eagles touchdown. Noah Gray with his 2nd touchdown of the game, 4th of the year. And the Eagles might be moving closer to an elusive 2nd win of the year as they extend that 4th quarter lead. Elliott good on the extra point. And the lead now up to 14.
24. Giants 10.
Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. Pushing his way through. And he'll go down as this drive will start at the 25-yard line. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And a drive that stalled out last time. Went for it on 4th, didn't get it. How does that translate here? I would imagine momentum's with the defense.
Definitely with the defense, because anytime anyone goes for it on 4th down, that's telling you as a defense that you can't stop us. We don't think that you can. And when you actually do, that may put a little dent in the confidence of the offense the next time they hit the field.
Yeah, we'll see if they can bring that pride the offense this go around.
Let's go.
Throwing, Dart. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a first down. Well done. A good pickup there, a 22.
Good yardage on the completion there. And when they look at the scoreboard, they do understand a field goal is not going to do them any good. My guess, they're going to press the ball downfield as far as possible, try and throw it into the end zone and get a score because they know they've got to get that done and get the ball back as quickly as possible.
And that is incomplete. Oh, the coverage a little too good there, and it's second down. To throw now, Dart. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete. Throwing the football, he's not as sharp as he was last week when he was over 70%. Right now, he's under 50%.
Well, that comes from extra game film, extra time. You know those guys watched him all week, saw how precise he was, and constructed a defense to try and chip away at that, and thus far they've been successful.
They go play action with Dart. That is caught. And he has another first down as they'll get the ball down to the Eagles' 34-yard line.
First and 10 at the 34-yard line.
Dart looking to throw again. Now he'll tuck this and run. And seeing no options, he just tosses this one away incomplete. Now that'll bring up second down.
So it looks like they still have some fight in them on this series because it seemed like things were headed for the red zone. But if this defense gets 2 more stops, they can keep them out of that area.
19 Tiger, 19 Tiger. Mustang 19.
Now Dart. And this one is going to be off the mark, too far out in front.
Well, it looked like a march to the end zone has hit a momentary roadblock with that incompletion. No need to panic. They just got to come up with a high percentage play call and see if they can get their offense back on track.
Dart going to look to throw here. Hard throw, incomplete.
It certainly didn't appear that that's where he wanted to go with the ball initially, so he tried to get something out of it by dumping it off to his running back unsuccessfully.
All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it.
18 Cardinal, 18 Cardinal. Trap 60, trap 60. 70 Rangers, 70 Rangers. Warriors, 70. 19 Lions.
Here's Dart. And it's incomplete. They cannot.
What's happening? What's happening? Hey, hey, it's your boy Lil Jon. Lil Jon. Pick your meat, click. What's up, Phony? What's happening? What's up, Sean Paul? What's happening? Hey, now, ladies and gentlemen, it's about that time. Turn this thing on out. Now, let me see everybody do this.